so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday,
and we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team, and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
We believe that pride is more than a show of spirit. It's an unending fountain of energy, one that is renewed by those brave enough to dream, innovate, and lead others toward a better tomorrow. With over 100 programs of study and 45 university transferable degree programs, we help the dreamers, innovators, and leaders of the world find a path for their passions.
Good evening and welcome to Alliant Energy Powerhouse in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, the home of the girls' state volleyball tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. I'm Eric Zamora providing play-by-play for tonight's matchup. Jenny Lochte, our color commentator. In just a moment, we'll have the matchup between the 5-seed Janesville Wildcats and the 4-seed Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders in Class 1A action right here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. And let's go ahead and roll right into the road to state and take a look at how these two teams got here. By the way, whichever team advances this evening will have the daunting task of taking on the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes, who advanced 3-1 past Tri-Center, and that matchup will be tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. We'll start with the road team, the Janesville Wildcats, coming away with the regional tournament victory, knocking off Clarksville and AGWSR each by 3-0 scores. But then things got tight against Dunkerton and Newell Fonda. They were victorious in each of those by a 3-2 set victory. They're defending the region number 4 in Class 1A. On the other side, Holy Trinity Catholic, with a record of 32-10 on the year. They've had a much easier path to the state tournament. Haven't had too much resistance to this point. They defeated Seymour, New London, and Lamoni all without dropping a set, 3-0 in each of them. And they are 6th in Class A in kills, over 1,000 on the year, as both of these squads getting set to get underway. It's quarterfinal action over on the other side of the arena. Right now it's Gielan Catholic and North Tama. We'll bring for you a score update as soon as we've got that available. We'll take a quick timeout and we'll be back with the starting lineups and more in our pregame show. You are watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are
We are so much more.
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy.
Behind your everyday.
And we are.
Obsessively.
Relentlessly.
At your service.
Wakey, wakey. New coffee at Casey's.
Wakey, wakey. Ooh, new breakfast at Casey's. Huh? Hey! Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast, featuring delicious on-the-go sandwiches like the signature handheld wrapped in our made-from-scratch dough. And get a new bean-to-cup coffee for just $1 with your hot breakfast purchase.
Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face. SWIC feels like a community, like family, like home.
SWIC is a place for you.
Let's cut right to it. Nobody does meet like Fairway. Nobody. And if you're somebody who wants to become a master, we've got hats to fill. Quality pay, choice benefits, premium opportunities. There's more in store for you at Fairway.
Welcome back here with you live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. We are in your pregame show here between the number 5 Janesville Wildcats in Class 1A. They come in with a record of 25-15. Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders, a 4 seed with a 32-10 record. The winner of this squad, or excuse me, of this matchup, will move on to take on Burlington Notre Dame. Jenny Lichty joining me as the color commentator. And Jenny, we were treated to a really good matchup. It was a 1 versus an 8 seed, but Burlington had all they could handle with that tri-center squad. So the fact that we had that good of a 1-8 matchup leads me to believe here with a 4 and 5 seeds taking on one another, we're probably in for a treat.
Yeah, definitely. We had it last night with that 4-5 seed matchup. You're looking at a 3-7 on that other court over there, taking it to 5 sets as well. So definitely some good volleyball down here.
And as Jenny alluding to there, it is Gielan Catholic who jumped out to a 1-0 lead. North Tama took the middle of 4. Gielan Catholic getting back at it, and they are in a decisive set 5. We will throw things down to courtside for the introduction of our entire teams and the starting lineups for Holy Trinity Catholic and Janesville.
Good sportsmanship. Each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Emma Davison of Northwood Kidset of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Student Advisory Committee will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Holy Trinity, Kara and Mark Pathatakis. From Janesville, Tracy Meyer. Now it's time to meet the participants. First, the Janesville Wildcats. Number 1, Haley Heiser. Number 5, Anna Gregorczak. Number 8, Katie Kaufman. Number 10, Danny Hughes. Number 11, Gail Robinson. Number 15, Kaylee LaPlante. Number 16, Ellie Carlson. The assistant coaches are Dana Sorensen and Katie Sweeney. Now for your starters. Number 2, Lauren Petoskey. Number 4, Liz Habenga. Number 6, Piper McCarville. Number 7, Cameron Umtham. Number 12, Kendall Thompson. Number 14, Zoe Barnes. The libero is number 3, Hope Habenga. The head coach is Shelley Sorensen. Now let's meet the Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders. Number 7, Jenna Hellman. Number 8, Tegan Snod. Number 10, Alexa Dingman. Number 12, Laura Mamert. Number 15, Ellie Lake. Number 16, Tegan Denning. Number 24, Anna Benlagi. The assistant coaches, Tom Gendron, Stephanie Morfell, Jordan Nelson, Michaela Richter. Now for the starters. Number 2, Cassie Randolph. Number 3, Kayla Box. Number 11, Anna Sobchak. Number 13, Mary K. Benlagi. Number 14, Reagan Bolvet. Number 23, Brooke Mueller. The libero. Anna Sobchak, number 1. Thank you. She's number 6 in the program. The head coach is Melissa Friesmeyer. Your referees for this match, the R1 is Maurice Frazier. The R2 is Dan Ryan. The line judge is Carrie Erickson. The other line judge is Brittany Kennan. Let's play volleyball.
Before we begin our match, we'd like to once again thank Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office in each of the 99 counties across Iowa. We'd like to thank the offices listed on your screen for their support for the two teams playing in our match today. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the IGHSAU and the Iowa Girl. Janesville Wildcats will be in the black jerseys. The gold numerals outlined in white. They will defend the left court on your screen. The Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders are in blue jerseys with white numerals, and they will be defending the right court. Holy Trinity goes with a starting lineup of Randolph, Box, Randolph, Ben-Lagi, Holvit, Mueller, and their libero is Sobchak. For Janesville, it will be Podaiski, Hovenga, McCarville, Thompson, Barnes, and Hope Hovenga is their libero.
Serving for the Crusaders,
Cassie Randolph, the 5'9" senior for Holy Trinity Catholic. And this quarterfinal matchup is underway. Hovenga pops it up. They go to the outside off of two sets of fingertips.
By number 12,
Kendall Thompson starts things off.
Thompson will serve.
At 5'10", Thompson, the tallest of the Wildcats, and she will start things out serving from the back right corner. It's long, and the two squads trade points early on. Brooke Mueller, a 5'8" junior outside hitter, and a standing serve. Hope Hovenga pops that up. Thumb with the second touch to the outside and forced through. Reaching that height, instead of trying to really strike it, more pushed that and was able to be precise with where she wanted to locate that ball.
Yeah, she definitely used her fingertips to keep it right on that line there.
Hope Hovenga, a 5'1" junior, the libero, serves. They'll set to the outside, and unable to get that over is Mary-Kate Ben-Lagi. Ben-Lagi, a 5'7" sophomore. She's a sophomore, has the sister Anna Ben-Lagi on the squad as well. Crusaders will benefit from a ball out of bounds. Wildcats lead. Cut to 1-3-2. Sobchak. And this is drilled to that back line.
Point Wildcats.
We heard the PA announcer there with a little confusion in the lineups. Sobchak is listed as number 6 in the program, but as the libero is wearing 1 this evening.
Ball is
Out of bounds. And Crusaders with the ball. Natalie Randolph,
serving for the Crusaders.
the sophomore sister to Cassie Randolph, the senior. Wildcats. And it's forced through again. We've seen that a couple of times early out of the Wildcats. Not always looking for torque. Sometimes they're just looking for precision. Piper McCarville to serve. Kept in from the right sideline. And a great play. Not much that McCarville could do.
Substitution for the Crusaders.
IMT insurance
10,
substitution.
Alexa Dingman.
As Dingman will come in. Tegan Snod out. Thumb slides it over to the left side, and they find a winner there. As Kendall Thompson gets her second kill early in the contest.
For Janesville,
and they will respond with a substitution of their own. Zoe Barnes heads out. Katie Kaufman to replace her. Dug out by Sobchak. Floater just over the front player, just in front of the back player, and that'll get the job done. Crusaders come up with the point.
In the lineup for the Crusaders,
Reagan
number
Holvit
16, Tegan
heads
Denning.
out. It's Tegan Denning coming in to replace her. 6-5 Wildcats lead. Holy Trinity trying to get this one even. Played well by Thompson, but Holy Trinity able to survive. Well out of bounds, walked out by Cassie Randolph.
Point Crusaders.
And we're even at half a dozen. Tegan Denning on the serve. Popped up. Slipped over. To the outside they go. And Mueller takes something off of that one. Down the line and in. Wildcats come up with a big point, and they'll make an IMT Insurance substitution. Liz Hovenga, the 5'5 freshman, comes back onto the court, and she will serve. To the outside, struck well by Mueller, absorbed by the defense of Janesville. And dropping it right in front of that backcourt. Liz Hovenga just gets the jersey dirty as she tries desperately to keep that one in. Sent over by Randolph. Big strike by Thompson as she tucks that one away.
Point Wildcats.
She and McCarville getting involved in the action early. They've got 7 kills on the Wildcats, 8 points. To the outside it goes, and the southpaw, Natalie Randolph, drops it in. 8-8 as we've got a barn burner shaping up here in the first set. Mueller to serve, a 5'8 junior. Umtham to the outside, and it is off the mark.
Crusaders. Serving for the Crusaders, Brooke Mueller.
Mueller back at it. Her squad on top, 9-8. Umtham dings that out of the net, and it's put home as Podolsky is able to score that one and draw us even once again. Hope Havenga with the serve. Set by Randolph. And early on, it's just a lot of textbook bump, set, and spike as each squad has seemed to be doing a pretty good job getting the offense going early.
Definitely a different matchup than what we just saw with that 1 versus 8.
Play to the outside by Umtham. Floater there by Barnes. Get caught up in the netting. Sobchak. And good play there by Thompson to keep this rally alive. Diving off the surface. Off the top of the ropes by Ben Loggy. And Sobchak to the outside. And Randolph can't get a fortuitous roll off of the net. And each team at 10.
Serving for the Wildcats, Cameron Umtham.
Ellie Carlson checks in on an IMT Insurance substitution. Umtham on the serve. To the line. Pushed over by Bendelagi. Dropping it just in. Should point out, Maurice Frazier and Dan Rhyme are R1 and R2. The lines judges, Carrie Erickson, Brittany Keenan.
Zoe Barnes, point Wildcats.
Barnes gets the point. It's a 2-point lead for Janesville. Again, the 5 seed Janesville Wildcats with a record of 25-15. Umtham, a lefty, serves to Ben Loggy. Over. Crusaders plenty of time to set this up. They've got a left-handed response.
Ball is out of bounds.
But the Crusaders thought that one went off of fingertips. The officials say no, it's Janesville's point. Timeout taken by the Crusaders. We'll step away from the action as well. 13-10, Janesville on top in set 1. You are watching the 2021 Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
relentlessly.
At your service.
We
are.
Network powered by Mid-American Energy. 13-10. Janesville, the 5 seed on top of Holy Trinity Catholic, the 4 seed. By the way, North Tama picks up the decisive 5th set, and they knock off Gielan Catholic. They will take a watch now as Springville will take on Gladbrook Rhinebeck on court 2 in about 20 minutes time. Umtham sets. And a defensive deflection from that back line as Ellie Carlson is able to come up with the kill and gives her squad a 4-point lead. Umtham back at it. Sobchak with the first touch, and Randolph will tuck it away in the back corner.
Point Crusaders. Randolph will serve.
Early on in this match, we haven't seen too many elongated points. Really, when either side has had an opportunity to put one away, more often than not, they have. This time, just missing long as Kendall Thompson and the Crusaders with a couple of back-to-back points. Randolph on the serve. Umtham. Slapped at and across the line as it's Piper McCarville, the senior, led her squad with 383 kills on the way to state. She's got 4 early in this matchup. Randolph can't get one past Hovenga off of a slew of fingers. Randolph keeps it alive. Saved by Hovenga to the outside. And that one skims off of Randolph.
The kill is by number 16.
16-12, Wildcats on top.
Wildcats. Serving for the Wildcats is Piper McCarville.
McCarville to serve. Drops that one in beautifully as Sobchak has to lay out, sprawls to make the play. They got a second touch, but then it went into no man's land, and another timeout taken by the Crusaders. They trail 17-12. We'll be right back with more volleyball action. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
relentlessly.
At your service.
Live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Still in the first set, Janesville on top by a 17-12 score. Frazier is indicated ready for service. They'll slide it to the far side. Thumb. And it is long. Unable to get that to drop in time was Kendall Thompson. And the Crusaders burn a timeout. And at least early on, they are able to bear the fruits of that decision, as we do have an IMT insurance substitution. Hovenga keeps that one off the surface. Thumb on the second touch. Thompson. And 2 touches, couldn't get a third. Good effort there by Randolph, as Holvett and her sister Randolph with the first 2 touches.
Katie Kaufman. Kaufman will serve.
Katie Kaufman on an IMT insurance gives Barnes a breather. Thumb keeps that one alive. Of course, that forces her from being that second setup touch. And a little bit of a change up there, and it fools the defense of the Wildcats.
Point Crusaders.
Stepping right back in is Barnes,
Number 16.
with Kaufman coming out.
For the Crusaders.
Tegan Denning on the serve. It's long. She'll get another opportunity.
Point Crusaders.
Had an opportunity to talk with the coaching staff of the Crusaders. They pointed out, not that we would know that from the names, but Tegan Snod and Tegan Denning, both on the Crusaders, are cousins. As it is played to the far side and then sent over into that back corner, kept alive for a second touch, but they can't find a third. And back to the line is Tegan. They pointed out that her name was misspelled in the program. I said, don't worry, we're just worried about the pronunciation. We're not doing spell checks. Down the line, ball struck and out of bounds, and the Crusaders on a nice little run there. They found themselves in a hole. They've nearly dug themselves completely out. Janesville will take a timeout, leading 18-17. We'll be back in a matter of moments. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
relentlessly
At your service.
Here with you live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. 18-17, Janesville on top, but they are hemorrhaging right now and looking for a big stop, as Holy Trinity Catholic has built some momentum here. HTC with the service. Thumb to the outside. Thompson has it blocked. It goes down the line, and they're just able to get a hand on it, but can't bring it back up in an area where they can send it over. Denning back at it from the back court. Thumb to the outside, and Thompson with the first and third touch, and smartly let go by Hope Hovenga. You could see she could get to it, and at the last second alertly pulled back.
In the lineup for the Crusaders, number 14.
Liz Hovenga will serve here for the Wildcats. Reagan Holvett checks in an IMT insurance substitution. Randolph to the outside, and kept alive by Hovenga. On the other side, Sobchak. And a big power play there by Mueller. And unable to get it over is Thompson. And I imagine that part of the issue there was the fact that she realized with a player right there. Had she just gotten it over, likely would have been sent right back to her. Hovenga with the first touch, and they try to feather a ball over the net. Thompson can't quite get enough on it, and it's 20-19 Crusaders. Cassie Randolph, 5'9" senior, floats one into a tough spot. And the Wildcats come back and put the ball in a tough spot for the Crusaders as they find an opening in the backcourt.
Killed by Podhaski.
Lauren Podhaski with the kill. Elevated by Bendlagi. Blocked by the Crusaders. Keep it in play. Randolph blocked again. This time Box sends it backwards. And the Wildcats are able to get to 21 first. They have a 1-point lead, 4 points away from taking the opening set. Thompson, that takes a good roll for the Wildcats. Crusaders live to fight on. Drilled, first touch, and that will be all they can get on it. Sobchak, as that was tracked down by Mary-Kate Benlagi, but couldn't get there in time to prevent it from rolling out into the hallway. 22-20, Janesville on top. Remember, the winner of this moves on to take on Burlington Notre Dame tomorrow at 6 o'clock. To the outside, and a winner as that hits off of a potential blocker and then drops into that backcourt. Janesville's built themselves a nice cushion here, but certainly nothing to be too optimistic about as the Crusaders can turn it back on a dime. And just like that, Cassie Randolph with an ace up her sleeve as she elects, instead of going on 3, to sneakily slide it over on 2. 23-21, Janesville with the lead, Crusaders with the serve. Hovenga to Thumb. They'll flutter one in. Bendlagi responds. Randolph gets the winner as Liz Hovenga is unable to keep that one in front of her. It sails long off her hands. That's a third kill by sophomore Natalie Randolph. Mueller serving. Thumb goes to the outside. Wildcats a point away from taking this first set. Mueller will be replaced by Tegan Snod on an IMT insurance substitution. Hope Hovenga looking to put this one away. It's long.
Point Crusaders.
Wildcats thought for a moment if that one had dropped in, they would have been off into the races with the first set. Sobchak and the Crusaders need this one. It's played to the corner and off of Snot. That's going to be a winner. Janesville draws first blood. They take set 1, 25-23. We will take a timeout. We'll be back with more. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Des Moines. The yeses are silent. Our city is buzzing. catch what you've been missing today.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
Let's cut right to it. Nobody does meet like Fairway. Nobody. And if you're somebody who wants to become a master, we've got hats to fill. Quality pay, choice benefits, premium opportunities. There's more in store for you at Fairway.
Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career-building programs, and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships, it's the best decision ever. Apply at central.edu. We welcome you back live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy, as we get ready to start the second set. Jenny Lichty alongside Eric Zamora. Jenny, we saw the exact same thing happen in our previous matchup. It was I always get tripped up here. You can call them the lower seed or the higher seed, depending on if you mean who is ranked higher or the actual number. But the underdog, as it were, takes the opening set 25-23. We saw Burlington Notre Dame take 3 straight sets. I got a feeling that this one's going to be a tighter outcome than that last one we saw.
Yeah, definitely. They're both playing back-to-back, and there's a reason that last match went 25-23, and I think we're going to see it again here in the next couple sets.
Kendall Thompson, 5'10 sophomore, with some oomph on that one. Ben Loggy responds, and Thompson tries to keep that one and does keep it off the mat, but barely keeps it on the first floor, as the Crusaders take the first point here in set 2. Mueller to respond as an ace. Hovenga had that one kind of move on her at the last moment and wasn't quite where she wanted it. Mueller led the squad with 53 aces on the season, make it 54 in the biggest moment here. They paint the back corner, and Janesville responds and steals service.
I think we're going to continue to see some of those deeper hits in this game, especially you mentioned Thompson's standing 5'10 for her team. She's the tallest girl out there.
We have an IMT insurance substitution. Mueller comes out, Snod comes in, but you're right, neither one of these teams has a player that's really going to tower over anybody else. So you're going to see a lot of finesse plays, as we just saw there, and it's going to be about the location more than trying to use a height advantage. It's exactly what we see there, as a little bit of a raindrop drops in on Sobchak, the libero for Holy Trinity. Thumb, a lefty, sets herself, standing serve, and Sobchak comes away with it. Thumb to the outside, and dug out by Snod. Looked like a couple of players went for that one, and they're able to survive. Crusaders over to Randolph. Randolph tries to go cross court. It's sent back over, kept alive, tapped down once again, and Sobchak just sends it over the net. It is off a net violation call that Janesville picks up the point. And we are deadlocked at 3s. Cameron Thumb, the senior, over to Sobchak. And just batting at it was Holvik. It comes down on the Crusaders' side as Randolph looked like there She was expecting it to end up on the Janesville side and was going for a block, ends up on her territory.
Yeah, it definitely kind of looked like she lost it, having it come down.
Nearly caught up in the netting there, but Randolph does a good job of taking it out. That's Cassie, I should differentiate. This time it's Natalie going for a block and can't keep it in the field of play. Wildcats have now built a 2-point lead, and that's the 9th kill for Piper McCarville. Thumb serving again. Here's Randolph. And just a deft little touch with the left hand and redirects it into Wildcat territory. Natalie Randolph to serve. The southpaw. Thumb sends it over and just knocked back by Danny Hughes. To the left side, they'll go with it as Podaiska tries to play it deep. And struck perfectly as they found no man's land in between the two lines and on the left side of center. And again, we see Havenga nearly get tangled up with one of her own players. Sent wide by Randolph. They try to bring it back down, but Benlagi sends it a little bit long. 6-5, Janesville on top.
Serving is Piper McCarville.
McCarville to serve. Second touch goes to the left, and looked like there Casey Randolph jumped a little early, and because of that, Cassie really couldn't get that angle she was looking for.
Yeah.
Once again, McCarville on the serve. She'll play that ahead for Thumb. And Hughes gets a good strike. It's popped right back over, slapped at, and Thumb. Over for Havenga. Screeching in was Sobchak to make the play. Thumb to Havenga. Hughes. And ducking out of the way there was Tegan Snod. Heads up play to steal the point for the Crusaders.
She definitely had an awareness of where she was on that court and knew that was the time to duck.
Brooke Mueller comes in for Snod on an IMT insurance substitution. And Alexa Dingman, the junior, serving. Havenga, Thumb, and a big put away by Kendall Thompson.
Kendall Thompson, point Wildcats.
IMT insurance substitution. Katie Kaufman spells Zoe Barnes, and likely Barnes will be right back out there as soon as Holy Trinity can break her serve. Mueller does just that, and right on cue, Zoe Barnes will come back in. Katie Kaufman off on an IMT insurance substitution.
Denning will serve.
Tegan Denning on the other side. Coming in for Reagan Holvitz.
Point Wildcats.
The Wildcats get the point, get the serve back, and lead 9-7. Already up 1-0.
Liz Havenga. Havenga will serve.
Hughes will come out. Liz Havenga will replace her with an IMT insurance substitution. Havenga. Another lefty, and drops it into the net. 9-8. Crusaders with an opportunity now to draw back on even ground here in the second set. Havenga to Thumb, and that looked like a block on a basketball court as she just swatted that one away, and in this case over. Thompson sets it up for Havenga. And a big strike by Brooke Mueller. Again, Mueller putting something on that one. The read was there, but it was struck so well they couldn't pop it back over.
Yeah, she's definitely showing her strength. She's not going for those, trying to hit those spots. She's going for a hit.
One of those where even if you know where I'm going, good luck defending it as the Crusaders pick up another point on this run. They're on top 10-9.
Point Crusaders.
Hovenga, Thumb, and put away by Thompson as getting crossed up were Ben Loggy alongside Sobchak. We're even at 10. Kendall Thompson sets, serves, and played well by Ben Loggy. Floating slap to Randolph, then a big block by Kayla Box. That is one of the deepest blocks I think we've seen over the last 2 days here in Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, definitely one that stayed in the court. There's been a lot that have been kind of ricocheted off.
Thumb goes to the left side. That's where the Wildcats ideally like to operate. Here's Randolph. Ben Loggy, excuse me. That was Hovenga setting up Thumb. And a carry there, a violation called against the Crusaders. Mueller will head off. Tegan Snod on an IMT insurance substitution in for her. Sobchak with that first touch and out of bounds. It's 11-11.
Natalie Randolph with the kill, number 11.
Randolph with the kill. Now Anna Sobchak with the serve. And I think what threw off Liz Hovenga was it looked like the player in front of her was going to touch it at the last second, ducking out, almost provided a screen inadvertently for her own teammate. Popped up by Thompson. Barnes can't get that one to drop, but now an opportunity for the Wildcats. Left-handed slam, and can it stay in? No. They got 2 touches, got it to the net, couldn't get it over as Holvett got caught in no man's land with her back to the net, not quite sure where she was, and then had to react and was kind of facing the wrong way for it. Thumb on the serve. Kept alive. Hovenga. And the third touch, Snod just needs to get it over. Thumb down the middle. And a finishing touch by Zoe Barnes. It doesn't always have to be hard if you can put it right where the opposition isn't. Every time either of these teams seems to get some momentum going, they're stopped dead in their tracks. 13-13. And Thumb trying to pop it up, hits it on the wrong side of the palms, and brings it right down into the court.
Randolph will serve.
Sophomore Natalie Randolph. Thumb to the outside, Hughes. And Sobchak keeps that alive, pushed up. That'll stay on the side of the Wildcats, and a defensive play by Randolph.
Number 6, Piper McCarthy.
Can't keep it off the surface. 14-14. And this has the makings of a set that we're likely not going to see either side with more than a couple of points advantage. Thumb down the middle, got it right back to Thompson. And that was, Barnes who slid it over, but a double touch called against the Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders. Or the other way, called against Janesville in favor of the Crusaders. And with it will be Alexa Dingman. Thumb to the outside. And dropping it in, Kendall Thompson. Thompson with 7 putaways here through the first couple of sets.
Katie Kaufman will serve.
Katie Kaufman back at it to serve. And the rotation's coming around quick because neither side's been able to get on too much of a run. The advantage has more often than not been with the receiving team rather than the serving team. Double touch again called on the Wildcats, and again we see short service out of Katie Kaufman, who is replaced on an IMT insurance substitution by Hope Havenga, the libero. 16-15. Crusaders with the narrowest of leads here in the second set. Havenga, Umtham, and Thompson with a blast. Popped up by Denning. Umtham with the first touch and just played over. Box. Now over, kept alive, and slapped to that back corner, Randolph. As Johnny on the spot. Now Umtham sets and ends up being a changeup instead of a fastball down the middle. Great point we have here as Umtham now goes to the backcourt. Pushed deep. And a net violation called against the Wildcats. Or excuse me, for them. And we will have Liz Havenga serving. Havenga readies herself, serves, Sobchak, and tapped forward by Randolph. Thompson got that over, now to Mueller. They keep it alive, needing one last touch, and it's a winner.
The kill by Thompson.
Thompson puts another point in the bank. She's got 8 kills on the night. Umtham wastes no time. Saw that she had enough elevation there and took care of it herself with the left hand. Crusaders will take a timeout, trailing 18-16 in set number 2. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday,
and we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. We're still in the second set. Wildcats lead 18-16. Jenny, wouldn't say that this is a must-win for the Crusaders, but certainly they don't want to find themselves in an 0-2 situation, knowing that they need to take 3 straight sets against a team like the Wildcats.
Yeah, definitely. It's hard to fight back at an 0-2, and especially when you're looking at that 5th set only going to 15. You got less points to go after there.
Havenga and the Wildcats serving, and Mueller picks up a kill and gets her squad within 1. It's funny because as the teams get further and further into the postseason, you see so many teams who have these really gaudy records, but at this time of the year, there's no soft competition. Everybody is used to being in a situation where they're usually up and up substantially. That one goes long. Crusaders fight back with a couple of points, so that timeout that they take ends up paying off early on. And Cassie Randolph serving with her team deadlocked at 18 in the second. Handled by Ben Loggy. That one rolls off the fingers of Podolsky and Umtham. And now the other way, it's Janesville who takes a timeout after the Crusaders had taken 3 straight points. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are
We are so much more.
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
relentlessly.
At your service.
Here with you live in the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. In the second set, the Wildcats took a 25-23 victory in the opening set. The Crusaders trying to get this match back on level ground.
Serving is Cassie Randolph.
Cassie Randolph remains with service here at the Alliant Energy Powerhouse in Cedar Rapids. Umtham backwards set, and Thompson swipes at it to get it over. Kept alive by Umtham. Great reactionary save there. Block, and it drops in. From this vantage point, I'm not quite sure how close that was, but initially off their hands, I was thinking it was going to go wide, but that one stayed right on the line and is a big point for the Wildcats. Rising serve on Benlagi. She's able to respond nicely. Played over by Hovenga. Dug out. And it's Sobchak. Comes up with that first touch. Mueller, elevated by Thompson, kept alive and back over as Hovenga with the last touch there. And they make one play to keep it off the deck into the net, but at that point really difficult with just 2 touches left, and they are unable to survive. Crusaders take the 2019 lead. Brooke Mueller over for Hovenga. Umtham to the outside with authority, and Mueller keeps that alive. Now Mueller, second touch, and 2 players went after it. Nearly a collision there, but the Crusaders battle through it. Punched at, and with that second touch by Podolsky going into the net, the only player that had an opportunity had already slid, expecting the ball to be there, and it went over her shoulder. Wildcats trailing now 21-19 in set number 2. We'll be back. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are
We are so much more.
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
relentlessly.
At your service.
Here with you live in the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Sometimes we see matchups where you're seeing teams that really just use nothing but brute force. Here we're seeing some great kills with a lot of torque and velocity, but more often than not, it's the players using their heads to put it where they think the other team isn't expecting it, more than just pure power games.
They're definitely doing a good job of mixing that up too. We're seeing a lot of the perfectly placed hits, and then they turn around and they definitely bring the power.
There's a power attempt blocked. They'll try the other side. It's Randolph. She's able to get one to drop in, but I love that point, Jenny. It's much easier to defend a team that you know is always going to try to finesse or is always going to try to shove a ball down your throat. When you have them off balance, when you have them thinking you're going to zig when you zag, that's when you can really make a team uncomfortable.
And these teams are definitely doing that to each other, and that's why I think we see this being as close as it is.
It's going to seem like an odd comparison, but this volleyball match has so many remnants of a good chess match in the fact that they're trying to think not just the next play, but maybe the next several down the line. Umtham plays it to the outside. Wildcats come up with a big point. They needed that one to try to plug the hole as the Crusaders were starting to feel a lot of momentum coming their way. And Hope Havenga serving for the Wildcats. And Havenga is one of the players Janesville is most happy to see serving, but she goes along with it. Crusaders will now have several set points to try to bring this game on even ground. Sobchak, now Umtham, and it rolls off the fingers of that front line. McCarville.
Serving for Janesville.
And Piper McCarville has a dozen kills already. It seems like she's been doing it very quietly. Umtham with the serve. Goes from right to left. Randolph has it blocked, but kept alive by Ben Loggy. Dropping one in, and that is set number 2, the way of the Crusaders. We'll be back to see which of these teams can gain an advantage in the third set. 25-21, Holy Trinity Catholic takes the second. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday,
and we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics, because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized teaching.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face. SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
Wakey, wakey. New coffee at Casey's.
Wakey, wakey.
Ooh.
New breakfast at Casey's. Huh? Hey! Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast, featuring delicious on-the-go sandwiches like the signature handheld wrapped in our made-from-scratch dough. And get a new bean-to-cup coffee for just $1 with your hot breakfast purchase.
Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast.
Here with you live in the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy, as we start set number 3. Eric Zamora providing the play-by-play. Jenny Lichty, our color commentator. And Jenny, we've been treated to some fantastic volleyball. This is our third matchup, 1 in Class 4A yesterday, 2 in Class 1A. We've yet to see a team take a 2-0 lead. All of our matchups have been razor thin, and it seems like this Holy Trinity Catholic versus Janesville squad is fitting into that mold nicely.
Yeah, it's the state tournament, so we're going to see some really good volleyball, and it's good to see that there's teams here that are really going to compete, even regardless of what seed they are.
And what I think I've been most impressed with of all the teams that we've seen is you've never seen anybody shaken, you've never seen anybody rattled. They can watch the other team go on a little bit of a run, and it ends up being an opportunity for them to crawl back into it as there's a put away from the far side. What's helped, though, is over the last couple of days, we haven't seen teams go on too many real long streaks. There's been a lot of bounce back, and it's been tough sledding for any team at this level.
Yeah, there's no one's getting a cakewalk here.
Back at service is Kendall Thompson. Thompson picks up her first ace. I believe that's just the second for the Wildcats, and this is the Wildcats with an opportunity now. It's Brooke Mueller, the junior. 2-2 in the pivotal third set. Thumb goes to the outside, and McCarville from that far side puts it away. Hope Havenga with the serve. Goes libero to libero, and Randolph tries to get it back in the wheelhouse of Sobczak, but Sobczak kind of chicken-winged it there, couldn't quite get the extension needed. Sobczak, nice play down the middle, a little bit too over-anxious there. Kayla Box, she plays it long, and the Wildcats with a rare 3-point lead. Havenga serving again. Sobczak to the outside, and all Thompson can do is get a piece and watch it roll into the netting. 5-3, Crusaders trailing.
Serving is Anna Sobczak.
Sobczak and dug out by Thumb. Barnes to Randolph. Thumb now to the outside, and drilling one down is Piper McCarville. And an IMT Insurance substitution as Ellie Carlson steps in. Liz Havenga grabs a seat. Thumb on the serve. Softly touched on by Snod. And Benlagi got some elevation there. However, the return by the Wildcats misses wide, and the Crusaders will bring the score back within two, 6-4. Randolph goes cross court. Thumb and McCarville has that one partially absorbed, the Crusaders. Thompson to Thumb. McCarville has that one get caught up with the Crusaders, digging it out. Thumb, and it doesn't quite have enough to get over. Great effort there by McCarville. Over her back, got it to the net, just couldn't get a little more extension off that flight.
We're seeing both these teams kind of get pushed to one side or the other, and they're getting a little bit caught off guard. So it's almost a game of who can recover the most.
Yeah, it's been a position matchup, and again, to go back to that chess analogy, it's kind of like saying, hey, let's see if we can get them set up to where our strengths are, and then hopefully attack where they're a little bit weaker. Held up, and Thumb goes wide. Long is the effort by Thompson. Crusaders pulled to within one. It's 7-6. Mueller will once again make an IMT Insurance substitution with Tegan Snod, a freshman.
Dingman will serve.
Dingman will head on to serve.
Lineup as well for the Crusaders.
Thumb down the middle, and kept alive by Randolph. Thumb sets backwards, and we talk about positioning. All those Wildcats getting sucked in. Wasn't even necessarily that's what the Crusaders were trying to place it. But sometimes when you have the other squad not exactly set, good things are going to come your way.
Yeah, the Crusaders had a really nice angle on that block to get it back a little bit deeper where Janesville wasn't.
Mueller leaves her feet to distribute that one. Looking to float one in. Randolph keeps it alive. Slapped at by Holvit. Second touch elevates it, and third one sends it back over by Hovenga. Touched on Hovenga. And digging it out was Thompson, but a 4-touch violation gives the Crusaders the lead here in set number 3. As we expected, this one coming down to the wire, and we've got plenty of volleyball left. Alexa Dingman, as we are waiting here. There's a conversation with the officials.
I think there's some flash photography that's causing some issues.
Melissa Friesmeyer calls out her play for her Crusaders. Play to the far side. And Sobchak got enough of it. Hovenga calls that one out herself. McCarville sends it over, now the other way. And Umtham with that first touch. That allows Carlson to send it over. Umtham again. And rallied on by Thompson. Looking to drop one in. And a nifty little play there by Randolph. And it still looked like Janesville was somehow going to pinball that way back over. They were able to get 3 touches, but couldn't get it close to returning back to the Crusader side. Mueller leaps, but doesn't end up needing to as that one drops in on the Wildcat side. And no surprise, right on cue, Janesville takes a timeout. We'll step away from the action. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday,
and we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Welcome back here with you live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. The Janesville Wildcats took a 25-23 first set victory, but Holy Trinity Catholic has responded. They won set 2, 25-21. They are now on top 10-7 in set number 3.
You talked earlier, I think 3 points is about all the spread we've had so far in this set.
The winner of this one moves on to take on number 1 seed Burlington Notre Dame in Class 1A. Out of bounds, and the Crusaders with an 11-7 lead. Dingman will go back at it. Umtham to the outside. Thompson can't bring that one back in, and the Crusaders continue to roll. They're on top by 5. Meanwhile, the other side of the bracket had the number 2 seed, Gillen Catholic, knocked off in 5 sets by North Tama. Push to Mueller. Umtham with the first touch, and that one hits off the top of the net. Now Umtham sets and swatted at by Barnes. Mueller leaps. Finds the libero, Umtham, and a big strike by Thompson. Set right back down. Thompson looked like moments before that had a kill. She had to really work for it, but that second effort, and she was able to tap that down into the pink.
Yeah, she tried going there for the back set, and turning your back to the other team doesn't exactly work all the time.
Served over by Kaufman. And unable to catch up, trying to get out of the way, but
Point Crusaders.
can't pull that one out. And an IMT insurance substitution as Kaufman and Barnes using that opportunity to sub back in Hope Havenga, the libero. 13-8, Crusaders on top. Popped up down the right side and pushed over. And a double touch called against Holy Trinity Catholic. And the Wildcats needed that in the worst of ways. Holvit allows Sobchak, the libero, to check in for Tegan Denning. Mueller plays it over. Umtham. And dropping it in. Just clipping the white of the line. And Janesville with the 6th kill out of Lauren Podolsky. They're back within 3, 13-10. And can't get the serve to stay in. Crusaders will take that charity point and will bring up Cassie Randolph.
Serving is Cassie Randolph.
Randolph, a 5'9" senior. Havenga sends it deep. Mueller has it sent right back her way.
The block assist by Podolsky and Umtham. Point Wildcats.
Podolsky and Umtham combined there to set up a perimeter that Mueller can't go through. On the serve, Thompson. Deep for Sobchak. Randolph comes up with a strike as she finds a little bit of soft court in the back line. And Crusaders with, in this matchup, what seems like a tough to overcome 4-point lead. Good communication. There were multiple players there by Janesville that had an opportunity to get hands on that. They all communicated and watched that one sail by.
Definitely have a little bit of a trust in their teammates and trust in they're calling what they can see.
Havenga hands it off, and Havenga pops it up. Sobchak popped up. Havenga with the second touch and sets up her sister Liz to send it over. Going back to that communication with Janesville, I don't even think it's all verbal. Sometimes just the body language of when they start to go for it lets them know, hey, that's one we want to watch sail by. Umtham sets it up, and McCarville with a big drive. Sobchak keeps it alive and palmed forward by Ben Loggy. Dropping one in as it looked like the free safety there at the back end. Snod couldn't get there in time. Wildcats trail by 3, 16-13. Umtham on the serve. It goes where she normally sends it, to that far left side. Umtham plays it deep, and they find an opening.
By Piper McCarville.
We've seen a couple of plays here where Snod is kind of off on an island by herself, and they realize if they can play it close to her, but just out of her reach, there really aren't too many other options for the Crusaders back there.
Yeah, she definitely got a little bit more off center, and her teammates next to her was really on that line.
Killed by Piper McCarville. Point Wildcats.
Block that goes out of bounds, and a lot of times in sports it's almost like you should be moving like a foosball unit. When one of you moves, the other should be shadowing and covering any of that area that you're opening up. Thumb. And a softer play over. That one wasn't. Natalie Randolph got all of that one. And Crusaders were in need of a point there because the Wildcats were really starting to get some confidence and momentum. Crusaders hold on to the lead. They're on top by 2. Thumb from Hovenga drills one down and in. McCarville steps up, and a cloud of dust left off of that one. The Wildcats claw and scratch back to within 1. McCarville on the serve. They'll go outside with it. Randolph, the first touch. Over by Barnes. She finds a soft spot, but they're able to survive. Holvit sends it over. Here's Thumb. And the Crusaders able to just get over. I know that one did touch 4, but that first one was a block, which is not counted against the squad. Set, but set a little bit too close to the net. And by the time the leaper was in air, that ball already underneath the net. Not anything they could have done. Crusaders will elect to burn a timeout when we're even at 17. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
relentlessly.
At your service.
Welcome back here with you live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. It doesn't get any closer. Each team has 1 set in the bank. Each team has 17 points in set number 3. And the 5 seed Janesville Wildcats on a little bit of a run here force the 4 seed Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders to burn a timeout. And back at the serve, Piper McCarville, 5'7" senior. Randolph goes outside to her sister, and McCarville unable to dig that one out. The Randolph family connection puts that one away. We have an IMT insurance substitution. Mueller and Dingman on, with Snod and Benlagi off. Thumb goes short with it, a little bit of a floater. Mueller is able to drag that one off of her sneakers. And Crusaders pick up back-to-back points here off of that timeout.
She got a hand on that one. I kind of wonder if it would have gone out had she not have touched it.
Thumb plays it wide. And just tipped over, but a net violation. Trying to stop on a dime. She stopped on a quarter, and it was a little bit too much. 19-18 with Kaufman to serve. Randolph sets for her sister. Thumb with the first touch. Outside they go to Carlson. Mueller. And it takes a roll off the side, or the front of the net, when Mueller touched it again. That's 4 for her squad. And we're dead even at 19. Dead even in sets. In this third one, dropping one in. And what I really loved about that, Natalie Randolph sold that. Like, she has a way about her, and she was so in the movement and the head movement and everything of how she normally is. Sometimes players at this level will kind of tip their hand and show that they're doing something different. That looked exactly like every time she set otherwise. Umtham keeps it alive. Havenga goes cross court and comes up with a winner as Ben Lagi could only get one hand on it and kind of low to try to tap that one back up.
She will serve.
Denning and Holvit substitute. Sobchak, the libero in, it goes right to her. Outside to Mueller. Havenga. With that first touch, it was too deep, but that's one where the Wildcats need to see that earlier and realize their teammate needs some help. We need to get to the net.
Mueller definitely kept her head up there. You know, the last couple she's knocked into the net, and she definitely made contact with that one to get it down.
Mueller over for Thompson. Good communication. Thompson gets it right back, but it's just long. Holy Trinity Catholic
timeout.
Starting to apply some pressure, and Janesville will elect to burn a timeout. 22-20, Crusaders on top of the Wildcats here in set 3. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Welcome back here with you live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. The third set. The set right now tilting the Crusaders' way, but the Wildcat with time to righten the ship and try to get back even. They're just a couple of points away from doing that. Crusaders with the service. Randolph. Umtham sets up, and it's a 4-touch against the Wildcats. Randolph now looking for the serve. Umtham lays it out and gets the point. Wildcats needed that one in a bad way, and they'll hand it off to Kendall Thompson.
Thompson to serve.
46 aces on the year. She leads her team in that category. To the outside to Randolph. Kept alive. Umtham floats it over and read by Sobchak. Umtham. It's blocked. Umtham to Havenga. And not enough on that one by McCarville. And the Crusaders smell blood in the water, looking to finish off the Wildcats here with this point. Brooke Bueller, set point in set 3. Tapped over and keeping her squad alive here, Cameron Umtham.
Serving is Hope Havenga.
They're going to need a couple straight points, and it's Hope Havenga over for Sobchak. Kept alive. And into the net, the Crusaders bounce back with straight sets. They win 25-22, and they will head into the 4th set in the driver's seat. We'll be back with set 4. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
relentlessly.
At your service.
Des Moines. The yeses are silent. Our city is buzzing. Catch what you've been missing today.
Let's cut right to it. Nobody does meet like Fairway. Nobody. And if you're somebody who wants to become a master, we've got hats to fill. Quality pay, choice benefits, premium opportunities. There's more in store for you at Fairway.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Welcome back here with you live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Fourth set about to get underway. It is quarterfinal action in Class 1A. Serving are the 5-seed Janesville Wildcats in the black uniforms, gold numerals outlined in white. They defend the left court. In royal blue with silver numerals outlined in white are the Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders, who now have a 2-1 lead. And diving to keep that play alive was Natalie Randolph. However, her momentum caused her to slide over the center line, and Wildcats take the opening point. Thompson serves, and just a little bit too much on it. It's long, 1-1 Crusaders. Dropped the first set by the slimmest of margins, 25-23. Not that their victories were by wide margins, 25-21, 25-22, but they have won 2 in a row, and they'd like to try to flex their muscle and put this one away early. They do get a big kill out of Natalie Randolph. And we've had some good nominations in our first 2 matches that we called for the Casey's Player of the Game. This one, it's anybody's game. I mean, there have been a plethora of depth shown by each side. There's a block, but it doesn't find the court as it goes wide, and the Wildcats draw even at 2 apiece.
Point Wildcats.
Hope Havenga with the serve. And dug out by Snod. Third touch goes under, not over. And Havenga gets herself set with the serve once again. Trickles over off the top of the net. Set, and they'll try the same option again to Ben Loggy. Slammed forward and defended by Randolph. Then her sister Randolph. McCarville and Snod pulls that one out from the weeds and put home by Mary Kate Benlagi.
Point Crusaders. Serving is Anna Sobczak.
I'll be honest, if there's one thing I'm regretting, it's the fact that this has been kind of exhausting playing and calling such a back and forth game. Probably be more fun to be watching this one from the second row and just taking in the great back and forth battle that we've had. Flipped over and a little bit of miscommunication there, but they survive it and get the point. Crusaders with a 4-3 lead here in the fourth set. Sent down for Anna Sobczak, 5'5" senior. Handled by Thompson.
Point Crusaders.
And the Crusaders with a 5-3 lead. Sobczak sets, serves. Thumb to McCarville. Sobczak goes outside to Randolph. It's blocked. Dug out by Holvit. Thumb to McCarville. Blocked. Thumb. McCarville again and tries to get tricky. Ends up coming up a little bit short. Crusaders with a 6-3 lead. And we've talked about it. 3 in this match feels like about 7 or 8 in most of them. Thumb comes up with a put away as she found an opportunity and doesn't get a lot of kills herself typically, but she's got 6 in the matchup, and she goes to serve. Thumb over, back, and this one's long. Going back to that point, Cameron Thumb on the season coming into today's match had 61 kills. She's got 10% of that, not only in one match, but in the biggest match of their season.
I think it goes back to her just being a senior and recognizing and being that senior leader out there and knowing what to do when.
Point Wildcats.
They try to feather play over, and McCarville stuffs it at the net. We just talked about how big a 3-point lead feels, and just like that, the Wildcats evaporated. Coming right back, Benlagi gets the point, gives the Crusaders the lead once again. Set, and McCarville struck it. Elevated up by LaPlante. Randolph with a big drive. LaPlante goes cross court. McCarville comes up with a winner. And the sophomore, Kaylee LaPlante, put that right in Piper McCarville's wheelhouse. McCarville did the rest. She's got 18 kills on the evening. Randolph goes outside with it. And her sister, Cassie, puts it home.
Point Crusaders.
IMT INS insurance substitution as Brooke Mueller, the junior, comes back in alongside Alexa Dingman. Mueller heads to the net. Dingman heads to serve. Her squad on top 8-7. Thumb to LaPlante. Mueller takes the feed from Randolph. Thumb to the outside. Dingman pops it up. Mueller pushes it over. Thumb down the middle. It's blocked, but Hovenga is there. And Janesville can't dig it out of the net. Holy Trinity with a 2-point lead. They lead 9-7. They lead 2-1. Dingman. And Thumb on the second touch. It's blocked. and punched over, but not in. Great recovery by Janesville. Unfortunately, the Wildcats couldn't find the opposition's court as that one was sent to the bench. Dingman on the serve. Umtham goes outside with it. Thompson, big drill there as Randolph had that one just hit her awkwardly and hits the deck. Haley Heiser will check in on an IMT Insurance substitution. She'll serve, a 5'4" sophomore. To the outside, and Mueller, tough play there as she had the antenna to think about as well. LaPlante returns it, now to Mueller, that's more in her wheelhouse. And unable to get that one out of the scorer's table. We'll have a substitution, once again brought to you by IMT Insurance. Barnes will replace Heiser. And that allows an opportunity for Hope Havenga, the libero, to slide back into the rotation. Popped up. Now Havenga. Deep for McCarville. And that was skied by Denning. McCarville. Set. LaPlante comes up with a big strike there. Now Mueller. And it's returned over. Mueller with a two-hand slap. And from the back court to McCarville. Down the middle, blocked. Once again, Umtham. Havenga goes wide with it. It gets caught up. And they say play on. Umtham with a drive. And it's brought over. What a point this is developing. Umtham. Blocked, but wide. Kendall Thompson ends up giving her squad a much-needed point. It's 11-9 in favor of the Crusaders. But Janesville with the serve and looking to string some points together.
You know, we've talked about a short spread of points, but we've also seen a lot of long volleys going on here.
Served by
Havenga
Point Wildcats.
is able to pick up the ace. And early on, we weren't seeing these long points. It was very methodical. As the game and matches developed, the defense has really stepped up its game. Havenga sends it over as we nearly had a collision there on the Janesville side. A drive, but Randolph's play is solved. Cross court, and it drops in.
Kill by number 12, Kendall Thompson.
That ace got us to within one. The Wildcats, with that play by Kendall Thompson, have drawn even here in the fourth set. Janesville needs it in order to advance. Crusaders can do it in four, and a four-touch won't get it done for the Crusaders. The Wildcats on top 12-11, and I think we're probably a point, was going to say, a Wildcat point away from the Crusaders looking at burning a timeout, but they don't need to worry about that now as they get the side out. Cassie Randolph now with an opportunity from the line, 12-12. Umtham to Thompson, and Thompson, no mercy there as she slaps that one across the court. Those cross-court, well-struck balls, it's almost like there's nothing you can do about it because no matter how you hit it, the angle is not where you want it to go.
Yeah, your level there on a pass needs to be pretty dang perfect.
Off fingers, and that's enough to aid Bendelagi. Umtham to McCarville, and that's going to be a winner there. 14-12, Wildcats with Kendall Thompson, the 5'10 sophomore. There's the Crusaders timeout, and we'll step away as well. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively
relentlessly.
At your service.
Welcome back here with you live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. The Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders hold a 2-1 lead. However, the Janesville Wildcats hold a 14-12 lead in set number 4. Back at service, Kendall Thompson after that Crusaders timeout. Mueller finds a winner down the line.
Point Crusaders.
You know, you talked earlier about the whole foosball analogy and players moving together. Janesville definitely needs to stay on top of that and keep moving. Otherwise, they're going to keep hitting those holes just like we just saw there.
You got to move as a unit. And played long. Janesville able to keep it alive. And a block there by Kayla Box. You don't see that too often, but when the Wildcat player had it blocked, it almost startled her, as if she was not anticipating there was any chance it would be sent back directly to her. Wildcats watch a 2-point lead evaporate. The Crusaders with a timely timeout. Umtham to McCarville. Long! And the Crusaders with 3 straight points. They once again tilt the table in their favor. Mueller serving. McCarville. Umtham back to McCarville. And that will get it done, as Randolph tried to send it back over to the Wildcats half, but instead it rolls off and out of bounds. Hope Havenga serving. Goes libero to libero. Sobchak sets it up. Big drive by Benlagi. Havenga and Randolph sets up Benlagi once again to the outside. McCarville. Randolph to Randolph. And once again, the Wildcats are on top of it. And then they get a winner as Sobchak. Desperation play and knocks that well out of bounds. Piper McCarville with 21 kills on the evening. Umtham drops one in as McCarville finds that opening. The Crusaders playing almost a true circle there, and she just went right in the middle of all of them.
I think they were expecting that to be a little bit harder and a little bit deeper of a ball than what it was.
Popped up, and it was heading backwards, but Snod able to recover it. Umtham to McCarville. This one gets over. Umtham. Havenga. McCarville slides one across, and that looked so reminiscent of a great tennis play when you just go right over the net and at an awful angle to the opposition. Wildcats on top 18-15, but we will keep action right here because this is an opportunity, fans, for you to once again get outfitted for merch, as official state tournament merchandise is now available online. Time to get your smartphones out. You can scan the QR code on your screen right now or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Wildcats down 2-1, but they've got a 3-point advantage here in the 4th set and trying to send this to a 5th decisive set. Shelly Sorensen, the head coach of the Wildcats. Her daughter Dana, one of the assistant coaches. Katie Sweeney, the other. Randolph. Thumb to the outside. McCarville drives one out of bounds. And again, we see Snod making a little bit of a matrix dodge there, as she knows if that touches her, the point goes to the Wildcats. Sobchak with the serve. And McCarville floats one up and over. Here's Randolph. Blocked. Randolph set that one up for Benlagi. They'll drop one in. And the Wildcats. Thumb again with a kill. It's not her bread and butter, but right now it's getting the job done.
She's dumped that ball 3 or 4 times tonight, we've seen.
Thumb with the serve. Blocked! And a good response. Sobchak keeps it alive. Thumb to the outside. McCarville. There's a block. Popped up by Holvit. And they'll drop it in!
The block by Thompson. Point Wildcats.
Thompson comes up with the play. 20-16. Wildcats lead. Thumb drops in an ace!
Serve by Point Wildcats.
Piper McCarville is 23 kills, but right now Cameron Thumb making a solid case for herself as the Casey's player of the game. They float one in, and the Crusaders needed something there to break up the momentum of the Wildcats. They got it, and again, we talk about it doesn't always have to be a big play that's a forceful one. Sometimes it's just a well-timed one. Natalie Randolph, the lefty, can't climb the ladder and gets caught up in the netting. Here's an opportunity here for Piper McCarville to put a stranglehold on this fourth set. 22-17, Janesville on top. Sobchak with the dig, and Randolph gets caught up in the net as well. Wildcats are 2 points away from sending us to a decisive fifth set. McCarville. Randolph sends it wide to her sister, Thumb. And now it's Thompson. Snod pushed over. Thumb was ready for that one. Thompson has to switch to the left hand and still gets it off. Sobchak popped up. Thumb. And trying to get a little bit fancy there, Kendall Thompson clips the net, and some life breathed into the Crusaders. It's an IMT insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Big service here. Alexa Dingman, the junior, can't quite get it over. And the Wildcats with a set point.
Haley Heiser. Heiser will serve.
Haley Heiser, a sophomore. We've seen her just once earlier in the match, but they'll allow her an opportunity to put the final nail in. A great serve. Sobchak responds, kept alive, and diving from her knees, Thumb.
Crusaders.
Starting to worry about that table there, and with good reason, as the Wildcats will still have a number of set points here. All they need to do is break the service once of Tegan Denning. Denning gets it over, and as of late, that's been an issue for Crusaders serves. Thompson goes along with it. So Holy Trinity's opportunity to advance in 4 still alive. They've still got some work to do. 24-20, Janesville on top. Popped up, here's Thumb. It's blocked. Havenga keeps it alive. Thumb to Thompson. Diving, Up and tapped. Making a play there, LaPlante. LaPlante floats one. Mueller. And why not? Let's go 5 as the Wildcats pick up the point with the 4th touch by the Crusaders. And they take the 4th set, 25-20. We'll be right back with more volleyball action. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
relentlessly
At your service.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized attention.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
The SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face. SWIC feels like a community, like family,
like home. SWIC is a place for you.
Wakey, wakey. New coffee at Casey's.
Wakey, wakey. Ooh, new breakfast at Casey's. Huh? Hey! Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast, featuring delicious on-the-go sandwiches like the signature handheld wrapped in our made-from-scratch dough. And get a new bean-to-cup coffee for just $1 with your hot breakfast purchase.
Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast.
Welcome back here with you live on the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy. The 5th and decisive set coming up between the 4 and 5 seeds, the Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders, who dropped the first set, won the second 2, and just were knocked off 25-20 by the Janesville Wildcats. Meanwhile, on court number 2, Springville was a couple of points away from advancing in 3 straight sets, but Gladbrook Rhinebeck comes back to win set 3, 25-23, and they're headed to set 4.
Serving set 5, Kendall Thompson.
Kendall Thompson unable to get that one over, but immediately her Wildcat teammates looking to pick her up. Brooke Mueller and the Crusaders. 1-0 lead again. First to 15, got to win by 2. Dropping one in. Umtham sets one up. It goes down the line. And it is a 4-hit for Janesville. That allows the Crusaders to enjoy a 2-0 lead. Mueller. Sent over by
number 7,
Umtham.
Point Wildcats.
And
Serving for the Wildcats.
At some point, the senior
Abenga.
has just decided to put the team on her back. She's doing everything.
Snod in for the Crusaders.
Sent over. And Randolph pushes that on. Umtham sets. McCarville, a drive. This is popped up. And over by Benlagi, and it finds a home.
Mary Kay Benlagi.
Shelly Sorensen
Serving.
giving words of encouragement. 3-1. Crusaders with the lead. McCarville floats one in. That's going to get caught in no man's land and tapped over by Umtham. Randolph off fingertips. Umtham drops one in. And a little indecision there. And two players try to track it down. It's a 4-1 lead for Holy Trinity Catholic.
Janesville needs to calm down and kind of set themselves. They're getting caught off guard on their own terms.
Sobchak with the serve. Umtham drops one over.
Kill by Cameron Umtham.
And she's got 2 kills for the 2 points here in the 5th set. Checking in, Kaylee LaPlante, a sophomore. Umtham to serve. Dug out by Snod. Umtham sets. McCarville. Snod fluttered over Umtham and unable to get that over Barnes. Holy Trinity with a 5-2 lead. A third of the way to what they need here in the 5th. Natalie Randolph, the sophomore. Standing serve. Umtham to McCarville. And she puts that one away. That will cut the Crusaders' lead to 5-3. Piper McCarville, another leader of this squad, unable to get that one back over, and McCarville will get another opportunity. And despite that disastrous start by the Wildcats, they're a point away from getting back to even ground. Sent out wide by Randolph. Randolph will get another opportunity. Cassie Randolph off her fingertips gets the kill. 6-4, Holy Trinity on top. IMT Insurance substitution, and Dingman and Mueller will hop back in. Spelling Mary Kate Benlagi. Umtham and Thompson with a drive. 2 players get caught up there, Dingman and Sobchak. And that's enough for the point as the Wildcats are able to see level ground. They're not quite there. But knocking on the door, Haley Heiser. Heiser with a serve. Sobchak pushed over, stood up by Podolsky. Sobchak to Randolph. Umtham to LaPlante. And she's got a kill. Benlagi unable to keep that in. We're deadlocked at 6. Heiser stays with the serve. Goes for that back corner and has an ace. Benlagi unable to handle it, and the Crusaders burn a timeout. Janesville with the narrowest of leads in the 5th set, 7-6. We'll be right back with more action. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday,
and we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
Here with you live in the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. I want to point out a couple of things. One, number 2 for the Crusaders, Cassie Randolph, Just had a coaching staff bring out some
Heiser.
ice. Looked like she was a little banged up, but she's going to stay in there and tough this out.
I did notice that before they were icing her back there.
Heiser goes a little bit long with that serve, and she will head out on an IMT insurance substitution. Meanwhile, for the Wildcats, their last 2 points in the 5th set have come on a couple of serves by Heiser and a kill by LaPlante. 2 players that didn't see any action through the first 3 sets. The coaching staff relying for them to come off the bench and come up big in big moments. There's a block by Kayla Box. Box with her 3rd block of the match, and the Crusaders with an 8-7 advantage. Thumb to the outside. Thompson drills one off of Benlagi. Popped up. Touched over and dropping it in. Randolph finds an opening and just touches it on. Timeout taken, Wildcats. As it's back and forth, the Bedlam is on a seesaw. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively
relentlessly.
At your service.
Here with you live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. As we are in the 5th set. Moments ago, the Crusaders were down by a point, took a timeout, and have won 3 straight. The Wildcats hoping that their timeout does the same. Serving, Tegan Denning. Denning strikes it. McCarville over to Thumb, and this is popped up by Benlagi. Mueller sends it over. Thumb. It's saved. Thumb to Havenga. They try to get fancy. Box with the first touch. Randolph to Randolph. Tap down! And Box with the kill.
You got to expect that when your pass gets that tight to the net and be ready for it.
Serving is Denning. 10-7. Crusaders on top. Thumb. The block goes out of bounds. Putting that one away was Kendall Thompson. Big spinning block, and it can't find the court. Liz Havenga steps in to serve. The Southpaws squad trailed 8-10. Saved, over, and dropping it in, Brooke Mueller. And she's got some swag in her step after that one. That's her 9th kill in her squad on top 11-8. Again, first to 15.
Holy Trinity is definitely capitalizing on those well-placed balls.
Cassie Randolph to serve and able to get that one over. Kendall Thompson. And with every point, the tension and the volume mount. Wildcats will use this opportunity to try to regroup. 12-8, Holy Trinity on top. And we'll be right back with more action. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament, presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We are We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
relentlessly.
At your service.
Here with you live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. We're in the fifth set, and the Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders are 3 points away from advancing to the state semifinals. The Janesville Wildcats stand in their way. 12-8 the score. Havenga to Umtham. Dropping one in was Thompson. Popped up. Umtham. Thompson. And responding was Benlagi. Kept and unable to keep that moving forward. And the Thompson and Mueller, who's making a strong bid for herself as our Casey's player of the game. We'll find that out in a matter of moments. Umtham tries to send it over. Nearly blocked by Box, and a big point by Mueller. And Holy Trinity with Janesville on the ropes. Cassie Randolph trying to deliver the knockout punch here. Randolph with the serve. Umtham to the outside, a drive, and a net violation will end it. The Crusaders advance. They fell behind 25-23. They won straight sets 25-21, 25-22. They lost the fourth set 25-20 and come back in the fifth and final set 15-8. Alongside myself, Jenny Lichty, and Jenny, this game was razor thin. The only thing that's surprising was in the end, the last set ends up being a 7-point differential. But both of these teams so close to advancing. Unfortunately, only one can go on. But this was an absolute coin flip pick'em. If there had been a line in Vegas, they would have said, we've got no idea, you choose.
Yeah, Janesville definitely made an effort there and put together a lot of points. And they were the ones, I think, that came ahead in some of those really long volleys. So I was expecting them to be the ones on top in this final match. But, you know, Holy Trinity does come out on top.
Shelly Sorensen showing no fear, as we mentioned, late in the game. Threw in a couple of players who hadn't had a lot of tests today. And we will go ahead and throw things down to the court-level PA announcer for your post-game
volleyball, provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union are Craig Eden and Jason Esslinger. Congratulations to head coach Shelly Sorensen and the Wildcats from Janesville on an outstanding season. And now, Anna Sobchak will advance her team to the semifinals. Holy Trinity fans, your team will play Burlington Notre Dame on Wednesday at 6 o'clock p.m. Everyone drive home safely. Thank you for being here.
Fans, Casey's General Store is proud to sponsor the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and today's player of the game, Cassie Randolph. Casey's at the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on our local teams and fans, making sure there's fresh pizza ready, win or lose. Sign up for new Casey's Rewards, the rewards program that gives back by letting you redeem points for Casey's cash, fuel discounts, or donations to local schools. There were a number of girls that we could have given this honor to. What I loved about Randolph's game was how balanced it ended up being tonight. 21 assists, 13 kills, 13 digs, and then she was also the player serving for those last few crucial points in a game that had such a slim margin of error. We'll give her the slimmest of the nod, but trust me, there were a number of her teammates who were just as deserving as she was. We'll take one final timeout, and we'll come back for your post-game show. It took 5 sets, but Holy Trinity Catholic Crusaders advance in 1A quarterfinals over Janesville Wildcats, 15-8, your score in set 5. We'll be back in a matter of moments. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Wakey, wakey. New coffee at Casey's.
Wakey, wakey. Ooh, new breakfast at Casey's. Huh? Hey! Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast, featuring delicious on-the-go sandwiches like the signature handheld wrapped in our made-from-scratch dough. And get a new bean-to-cup coffee for just $1 with your hot breakfast purchase.
Wakey, wakey! Go to Casey's!
For all new breakfast.
Let's cut right to it. Nobody does meet like Fairway. Nobody. And if you're somebody who wants to become a master, we've got hats to fill. Quality pay, choice benefits, premium opportunities. There's more in store for you at Fairway.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
We believe that pride is more than a show of spirit. It's an unending fountain of energy, one that is renewed by those brave enough to dream, innovate, and lead others toward a better tomorrow. With over 100 programs of study and 45 university transferable degree programs, we help the dreamers, innovators, and leaders of the world find a path for their passions.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything
Dental insurance costs a fortune, and it covers nothing.
don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Welcome back here with you live on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. And we've yet to be treated to any sort of blowout or lopsided match, but this was the one that, as far as we've seen it, Jenny, the one that came down to the absolute wire. The final score will make that fifth set look a little decisive, or will make it look a little lopsided, but it wasn't. It was a matchup that a couple of breaks here and there, that could have gone either way. But it is the Crusaders who move on, and quite honestly, as players, they're still living in the moment. They're not too worried yet about their next matchup. But the fun part of being broadcasters is we can start to think ahead. And I think this Crusaders team is a squad that can really give fits to the Burlington Notre Dame Nikes tomorrow, the #1 seed and the defending Class 1A champions in girls volleyball.
Yeah, that Burlington team definitely plays a very clean game. And we saw here with Holy Trinity that they're a little bit more on the scrappy side. They're going to put things in places. They're going to lay down some really good hits, but they're also going to just barely knock some over that will put Burlington on their toes.
Yeah, they're going to mix it up, and again, it's about throwing a jab when they're expecting the uppercut and mix in all the metaphors that you want. But I like the matchup that we're going to get an opportunity to see, by the way, tomorrow right here on Court 1 at 6 o'clock, because neither one is a team that is going to get stuck in a rut and say, we've got to keep going back to the well. They've got a wide array of ways they can attack you. That will do it for us. By the way, should point out that Springville just advanced past Gladbrook Rhinebeck 3-1, so the Class 1A semifinals are set. The aforementioned Burlington Notre Dame taking on Holy Trinity Catholic right here on Court 1. We'll have the call of that. North Tama to take on Springville over on Court 2. Both of those semifinals taking place at 6 o'clock tomorrow. On behalf of our entire crew here in Cedar Rapids, we appreciate you tuning in. My name is Eric Zamora. AJ Laporte, our camera operator, Justin Wolber, our engineer and producer, and Jenny Lichty, our color commentator. We thank you for watching our live coverage of the 2021 Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.